Hello friends, today we will discuss one more topic of waxing being there for others. He said that earlier I wrote about the importance of being around people who are in a more positive mood than you, vibrating higher if you want to feel good. This is often a great solution but can naturally have a downside for those with a higher vibration. They may find that when they are there for someone who is not feeling great, they find it difficult to remain stable in their own emotional state. Spending time with someone who is searching for higher vibes can pull them down. You may feel like this when a friend explains all their troubles to you and sadness suddenly spreads through your body. Is catching. I learned this lesson at university when a flatmate of mine was feeling low after being heartbroken by a girlfriend who did ended their relationship. One night while we were out with friends, he went back to the flat early, distraught about the breakup. The girl who he has been heartbroken over became extremely worried from the text he was sending her that he had do something to harm himself. So let us know so we could check on him. When my friends and I got back to the flat, his door was locked and his music was turned up loud. We kept knocking on his door, but he would not let us in. We started to panic and called the caretaker, who had a spare key to this room. As we entered, we saw him curled up in bed with tears running down his face. We took a closer look at his wrists and saw the marks of what appeared to be self inflicted cuts. In that moment, we realized that he was so low that he wanted to end his life. Fortunately, our entrance interrupted his desperation and we were able to console him. Over the next few days, there was a very strange vibe in our flat. Everyone was shaken. The flatmate who had attempted to take his own life didn't say much about the incident, but he did want to spend time with me. I spent my evenings with him, offering support and trying to offer gentle advice to make him feel better. But after a while, I realized that I didn't feel like my normal self. I was starting to feel really down. I realized that as much as I wanted to be there for him, I had to think about myself too. I felt empty and I couldn't pour from an empty cup. Before you try to fix someone else's wife, make sure you are not killing your own in the process. Protect your own energy first. I created some distance between us for a while, keeping our interactions to a minimum. Inside, I was punishing myself for not being there for him more. I felt that I had to be God like and simply accept it. However, I was already torn apart and I knew that unless I felt good in myself, I just wouldn't be able to offer him proper support. I did feel hypocritical for offering comfort when I was distraught myself. He seemed to be doing okay, and this gave me a little peace of mind. Eventually, I was able to get my vibration up and be there for him more effectively. This was many years ago, and since then, a lot has changed. For one, I have a much greater depth of awareness and understanding. I am fortunate to be in the position where many thousands of people feel they can share their problems with me. But because of what I have learned, I can now keep my vibration steady, even if someone else's vibration is very low. There are exceptions, and I am still careful to protect my energy from people who want to drain it or abuse my willingness to help them. If you are listening to someone ranting on about how troublesome their life is and you are not feeling great yourself, you could be heading for a major energy drain. Although lending an ear can be helpful, increasing the number of unhappy people in the world doesn't benefit anyone. The wisest thing for you to do in this situation is to change your state by vibrating as high as you can. This is how you protect your own vibration. By doing this, you build the strength needed to help others. If my emotional state is not high enough to start with, I know that by trying to help someone who is feeling low, I am suffer a profound emotional effect. So when you support anyone, you have to keep your energy high. Then only you can vibrate or you can uplift his vibration. Unless you will feel depressed while consoling, while supporting another person, and keep your state stable. I hope you understand this topic. Thank you so much.